Hello guys, it's game week 38 at Nathbet.com. That magic number 38 means it is the last game week of the season, unfortunately, but we will be back at the start of next season with a bigger, better and more fruitful site. However, we would like to say thank you very much to everybody who's been tuning in for all these 38 game weeks, and if you have done, you've had some absolutely gorgeous prices, and none more so than game week 37, last game week. Very close, just one goal out of the double and the treble, but if we're going to win one bet, it is the fourfold. That's the one we won, that's the big one, and we return with a huge, massive 25.5 to 1 fourfold. So congratulations if you backed that one. Let's hope that we can continue that into the last game. We can give you plenty of profit for those summer holidays coming up. In the off season, guys, we'll have some special bets, so make sure that you do follow us on Twitter. We'll have some special bets and some special videos from time to time, but we will be over the season improving the site, making it bigger, better, stronger, faster, and all of the above. So straight on with the last double, guys, of the season, the last safe double, and we are going to go, well, you can't go with anyone else, can you? The champions-elect, Manchester United. So Alex Ferguson's very last game as Manchester United manager. We got all the emotion out last week. They did beat Swansea in the end. It was a little bit more difficult than we first thought, but you know, with all the emotion, like we said in the air, and the ceremonies before and after, I think that they did a pretty decent job in the end. It'll be back to business, and Sir Alex Ferguson will not want to go out on a loss or a draw as his last game in charge. West Bromwich Albion, what a fantastic team to play if they want to go out with a win, because they are just absolutely shocking at the moment. Meandering in mid-table, they've got nothing to play for. I just think the visit of Manchester United, okay, it's going to definitely have a bumper crowd there, but at the same time the class is going to come through. No Wayne Rooney, of course, he's going to probably be off in the summer, but Robin van Persie, Javier Hernandez, they should have more than enough to go to West Brom and win. We're going to take them. They're a very nice price. They are 8 to 11. You might even get 5 to 6 about them, but a nice price indeed. We're going to take them. Manchester United to beat West Brom. And the second one to make up the double, and that's West Ham United to beat Reading. Now, they're about 10 to 11 best price, but West Ham have done well recent weeks. They've got plenty of places to play for. Sam Allardyce will have plenty of money in the summer with this new TV deal. He'll be looking to bring fresh faces in. There's already been some news about some of the departures that could happen in the summer. Those players want to prove him wrong. Reading obviously are already down. They had their last home game last week. I think that West Ham should be more than enough of a match for Reading side, like I say, who's going to be playing Championship football next season. Obviously, the big question mark over the summer will be the future of Andy Carroll. Sam Allardyce has already said that he wants him to stay after maybe just going a little bit cooler on him when he was injured, but he's come back, and he's come back with a bang. He's scoring goals, and I expect him to score 1 or 2 more on Sunday. So we're going to back West Ham United to beat Reading. That gives us a 2 to 1 double best price, guys. That's with Paddy Power or Bet Victor, so make sure you get on board with that one. Okay, on to the treble. We're going to take it's a reduced program again this week, guys, but that didn't stop us last week. No Championship games, and obviously the playoff finals in League 1 and League 2 are the only fixtures from the lower leagues. Now, they're just too hard to separate, really, so we are going to go all Premier League this week. That means some repetition, but repetition is good if we are winning. That's what we did last week. Let's hope that's what we're going to do this one. Manchester United again, we're going to take in the treble to beat West Brom, and two teams one team who's going to be it's a massive game for them after their UEFA Cup or Europa Cup or whichever one you want to call it this season. Final win, dramatic 92nd minute win. That's Chelsea. We're going to take Chelsea to beat Everton. Now, on the same thing as Sir Alex Ferguson's last game, it is David Moyes' last game in charge before he takes over at Manchester United. But they, like I said, they got that emotion out of the way last week, and Everton haven't got much to play for. They're going to finish outside those Champions League places. They'll probably get a Europa Cup place. Chelsea have definitely got plenty to play for, and you know, they have got back. They did have a tough game in midweek, and I'm a little bit concerned about that, but it is a must-win. Rafa Benitez, much maligned by the crowd, but he has done a very good job when you look back at things. I think the crowd will definitely have to give him a break on Sunday, get behind the boys, because it is 3 points. They have to get 3 points to guarantee Premier League and Champions League positions for next season. So, you know, Chelsea, they're a little bit skinny, 8 to 11, but you know, I think that they will have too much to get through. Torres should be buoyant after his goal Denver Bauer probably coming to the reckoning. Okay, they've got a couple of injuries. I know that Oscar's been ruled out as well, but I think that they definitely should have enough, and especially the last home game of the season. Nothing else after this. I think that we're going to back Chelsea to beat Everton on this one. And the third game, this is a team that we have backed to lose plenty of times actually the last 6 or 7 weeks, but I think they're going to win finally, and that's Swansea City. They are floating. They did all their hard work in February and March when they won that Carling Cup, and they went to safety. They got to 40 points very, very, very quickly, and since then they've been a pushover to play really. But if there's anyone who's more of a pushover in the Premier League at the moment, who is in that mid-table mediocrity position, it's Fulham, who are pretty much, well, they're just shocking at the moment. They really are. And Swansea at home, I give them the home advantage. Fancy Michu to sign off after a quiet second half of the season. I fancy him to sign off in style, and Swansea at even money were just too good to turn down really. So we're going to take Swansea to beat Fulham. That's Swansea, Manchester United and Chelsea. They give us a 5-1 treble, guys. 5-1 treble. Make sure you get that on. That is best with Paddy Power this week. On to the fourfold, the last fourfold of the season. And obviously we've got some repetition in 2 games. West Ham United, first of all, them to beat Reading. We're going to back Chelsea again to beat Everton. And another game, it's a little bit skinny price, and I didn't really want to put it in, but I do fancy them to win, and if they win, then I don't really care. And that's Arsenal to go to Newcastle and win. Newcastle, they got their Premier League safety last week when Wigan couldn't quite manage it against Arsenal, so they were guaranteed Premier League safety for another season. Arsenal, what a huge game, and they were so impressive, weren't they, against Wigan. Okay, that second half performance was a lot better than the first, but with so much to play for, I really fancy. Theo Walcott looked in sensational form. They've got Podolski, who'll probably sit back in the wing. They've got Oliver Giroud to come back into that side. They're pretty much fully fit because all looked fantastic. 4 assists out of the 4 goals. They're just going to be too much for Newcastle, and I think they deserve it as well, and they're a great team to watch, and I think they will go to Newcastle and win 4-7, which, like I say, is a little bit skinny. You might get a bit bigger by the time you see this, guys, but 4-7 is what I've got them at as we speak. So we're going to get Arsenal to beat Newcastle as the third bet. And the fourth one, the last one of the season, and we're going to back the relegated side, the boys who lost 4-1 away at Arsenal. We're going to back Wigan Athletic at home to beat Aston Villa. Now, Wigan actually played pretty well. 4-1 was a very harsh scoreline in the end. I think they played pretty well. They probably deserved to lose only by the odd goal. And Roberto Martinez's last game as well is sure to be emotional. Well, I say last game, it might not be. However, I do think that he will be taking over the Everton position. My reliable sources inform me that could happen very, very soon. So he's been a fantastic servant to Wigan, magnificent manager. He's gone out with an FA Cup win. Congratulations to him. I just think that it's going to be a really, a really happy afternoon. Wigan by no means are mugs, even though they got relegated. I fancy them out the 3 teams that have been relegated to come back up, especially if they keep some of their players. They've got an excellent core there. And Aston Villa, obviously, with Wigan's loss, they got guaranteed Premier League survival for next season, so they can relax. I just think that everybody will be supporting Wigan with their last home game in the Premier League, maybe for one season, maybe for some time, you never know. And I just think that Wigan at 5-4, 6-4, maybe with some people against Aston Villa are too good. They're a really nice price. We're going to back them. We're going to take them at 5-4 or 6-4, depending on where you are placing your bets. That gives us an 8.5 to 1 fourfold, guys. And that's with Old Faithful, Bet Victor, and also Paddy Power. Like I say, it's been fantastic this season, guys. You've also got the long shot. Make sure you put that on. It's been an absolute pleasure. We've got some nice profit. We'll be making improvements in the season, but thank you for tuning in. It's been an absolute pleasure serving you, and let's hope that we have a gorgeous little double, treble, and fourfold to finish off the season. Have a great one, guys. Enjoy your summer, and we will see you back with a bang very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.